This here's our, well, kind of a pantry, kind of a tool storage right now. Got boots down there, paint down there, tools, water, food, canned goods, fire extinguisher. It's probably going to be another pantry. I mean, we got this right here. It don't have a lot in it right now. We still got to figure everything out, where everything's going to go. This just has tools in it right now. Since we're working in here so much, it'd be easier than going back and forth to the shed. I mean, we got all of this for storage up here. We can put whatever we need. I haven't even gone through that yet. Pots and pans and stuff down here I need to go through, see what's all in there, clean it out. There's stick-on tile at the bottom of there, needs to be thrown away. All up under this sink is still need to be cleaned out. We got all kind of junk down there, needs to be thrown away. Trash can in here. I'm gonna make a slide that comes out so you can slide the trash can in and out. Rice cooker, slow cooker, waffle cooker. It's all kind of random stuff. I fixed the drawers where they're on slides so they come out a little easier. Roller bearing slides come out easier. They're kind of tight right now because it's very humid outside. I might need to trim them up a little bit more, make them slide everything out easier. This right here is a old climbing stand. Very old climbing stand. And I just kind of made it. I made it originally as a gun rack, but as you can see, it's got vests on it, hats on it, safety harnesses on it, jackets. It's got all kind of stuff hung on it right now. That was given to me years ago, and I hunted out of it for a while, and it sort of rotted out, so I just kind of reinforced the back of it. It still has the look to it. I reinforced the back of it and screwed the two halves together and made a rack out of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Has that hunting camp feel to it. Got a TV. Might get a bigger one, put it on the wall. Don't know yet. But I think this works fine for now. We got storage for heads, hog head, deer heads. Got ram horns. Got some old traps. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I killed a coyote last year also. Thinking about kind of doing a head mount with him, or just taping him out, using it as a rug. Might do a head mount because I still have the head in it. Put him on the wall somewhere, maybe eating a squirrel or something. We'll see how that goes. Got a Mississippi map over there. Map of the WMA right here. Get an idea where you're going. Little table right here. I think about replacing this table and maybe getting a square table, because this one is, it's a glass top, and I don't want that to wind up breaking and getting glass everywhere. I might keep it. I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. Oh. This is the only hint of the 70s wallpaper that's in this place that's left. We decided to leave that there just to give a hint of what used to be. Probably need to paint all of this in here while I got the fridge out at least. We had never painted it before. I don't know, I might leave it. We'll see how that goes. But I put these two boards up here to hang all the cast iron from. This shelf and another shelf like it were here already. It was a little longer, so I cut it down. Just stuck a few little seasonings up there. Give it a cool little look with all the cast iron. I think it came out pretty good. It's one of my favorite parts in the house, in the camp, honestly. So I love me some cast iron. Like I was showing y'all earlier, these are the counters. We burned them all. We had a propane torch and took them all outside and burned them. It's plywood. It's got polyurethane on top. Not planning on cutting up any meat on it. That's why we went with polyurethane. Got this piece of plywood from the sink cut out. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. Might turn it into a big cutting board, put some mineral oil on it, make it into a cutting board. Might just use it as a stove cover. Put more stuff on. Who knows? I don't really want to put stuff on top of the stove in case something happens. But I don't know what I want to do with this little shelf yet either. That's what the counters used to look like. I might do something different with it. Might leave it like it is. We'll see when we get there. All that backsplash, that's all cypress. I've used cypress a bunch in here for just for different little projects here and there. Another view of all the antlers used as the cabinet knobs. And they're like that in the bathrooms too. Both of the bathrooms have antler knobs on the cabinet handles, just to kind of keep it uniform. As soon as we finish up the baseboards, it'll pretty much be done up in here. I need to get a couple little pieces of quarter round for the bathroom door. They need to be replaced. Couch is straight out the 70s. Under that sheet is the same cushions. It's comfortable though. It's a comfortable couch. A little more on this bathroom, guys. So the bathtub that was in here, it was all busted out in the bottom. They had tried to fix it with, I don't know, Flex Seal, caulk, something. They'd smeared it all over the bottom of it. It was busted. It was leaking through to the floor. So I started pricing the big showers at Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff. And I couldn't find one to fit a mobile home. I know they're out there, but I could not find any at Home Depot and Lowe's, in stock at least. And they were kind of pricey. Not really that pricey, but this is a camp. I'm not going to spend a ton of money in here, guys. So I went out to the Tractor Supply and found a stock tank. I had seen the idea online, so I thought, well, I can do that. I can make that work and just use old tin around it. So that's basically what I did. I drilled a hole in it, popped a drain in it. I had to raise up all the faucet and everything from originally where it was. So behind this tin, the original holes are still there. They're just lower, probably around here, original holes. So I had to pick that up. I had to pick the shower up. So that's why I had to cut more of the wall out in the extra bedroom in there. But I used the brass pipe, the brass valve. I found these little handles online. I had to paint them to make them work. Or no, I found that at Home Depot. I'm sorry, but had to painted them for hot and cold, make it look real nice. Ran some galvanized pipe out here to the shower head. It's copper. I know you're not really supposed to mate brass and copper. It produces slight amounts of electricity, but it's not going to hurt anything. All copper tubing for the shower curtain. All this wood is polyurethane, so it's not going to be hurt from getting wet. They have all the waterproof drywall back there from the original shower, so I'm not really worried about that getting hurt from water seepage, if there is any, which there shouldn't be any water seepage because you have a shower curtain for the back and a shower curtain for the front. Even if you don't use the one for the back, it should be fine because everything's polyurethane. It's pretty much that. I went around the edges with some pallet boards. I had to build it up a little bit so I could get the right angle for the tub to sit at so it would drain properly. And then I took the bottom of the tub and kind of beat it in a little bit so it would slope from the front end back down to there so it would all drain out. All this wood is sloped where it will drain into the tub. That took a lot of work leveling all that out and getting it right so it would drain into the tub and not to the edges. But we've tested it, it all works good. We pour water on it, it drains right into the tub. All pallet boards around the bottom of the cabinet. I'm going to be replacing this top because as you can see it's not level. As you can see it's not level. There are gaps. So I'm going to be replacing that eventually. Not now, but whenever I get time I'm going to replace that. Probably wood burn it like the rest of it. And wood burn like the rest of the kitchen. And wood burn the cabinet door. An old deer antler as a toilet paper holder. The other bathroom has one too. It's inside the cabinet. Basic cabinet. Use pallet boards in here as the molding on the floor. Might change that, might keep it. I don't know yet. I did the other bathroom with pallet boards. But I mean, I think it goes with the overall theme since I've used pallet boards around both the cabinets in the bathrooms. So I might keep it like that. We'll see how that goes. If you guys are wondering about the floor vents, why they have tape on them, this trailer used to have central air. That was where the little pantry tool storage area is now. But it had been pulled out, so we're just running off of window units, and we have a big propane heater in the living room. We use some electric heaters now and then too if it gets really cold. We normally run the propane heater though, it keeps everything pretty warm. But I filled in one of those, where one of those vents was in the bathroom. And that was a pain, so I decided just to leave the vents in case we ever do put central air back in here. I doubt it, being that it's a hunting camp, but who knows, maybe one of these days we will put it back. And we'll go from there then. But that's why we left the vents and they're just taped over from the previous owners. Got a couple little decorations on the wall. I'm going to probably put some shelving over here. I might put a TV, might not. We just run the TVs off of hotspots on our phone, so like I say, I might put a shelf up in here, put a TV in here. Put some old duck decoys or something in here. I think it'd look pretty cool. It's just kind of barren right now. It's just a bed up in here.